Hey, what's up everyone? It's your boy Nick and this is Wolf and welcome back to another episode. So in today's episode, we are currently in Wolf's bedroom and it is in dire need of a makeover. So to start off that makeover, we're going to be taking out this old fan that doesn't work very well, it's really noisy and it's outdated, and replace it with this more modern fan from Hunter Fan Company, which is brighter, quieter, more efficient, and looks a whole lot better. So if you want to see how we installed it, follow along this video, and as always,
introduce yourself to camera one.
Hi, my name is Wolf. I live here 1, 2, 3.
Hi, my name is Nick and I am a homeowner.
Can you tell us what it was like before?
Before was tough.
It's mostly the noise. Every time we turn it on, it sounds like a helicopter taking off. Not to mention how warm it was.
Honestly, I hate to say it, but I really dislike being in there.
We have a fan, but it's not very good. It's old and ugly, and it kinds and kills my room spy. It makes it uncomfortable to sleep and play. I'm even considered crossing with the dog.
I felt bad tucking him in at night and reading his stories from the hallway.
So what happened?
So I don't want to say the G word, but it was literally like our prayers had been answered.
I remember it's like yesterday. I was sitting on the couch watching my day cartoons, and out of nowhere, the doorbell rang. Dad, someone's at the door.
This time of day? How could that be? There's no one even here.
Daddy, look.
Oh, what is it?
It's a new fan.
It's a brand new fan from Hunter.
Yeah.
Let's bring it in and open it.
Yeah, let's see what's inside. I knew at the very moment, a life changed for the better.
So first things first, we gotta take out this old fan. But before you do any kind of electrical project, you gotta make sure the power is off at the breaker, which usually goes to something a little like this. Is it off?
Lights are on!
How about now?
On!
How about now? Okay, so once the power was turned off to the fan, I then removed the globe by undoing the 3 grub screws holding it into place. I then removed the bulb and then removed the fan's blades. Once the blades had been taken off, I then removed the surround by undoing the grub screws holding it into place. This now gives us access to the actual mount holding the fan up, so I removed the screws in the mount so I can gain access to the wires. I also removed the ceiling bracket but made sure to keep the 2 screws because I will need those later on in the installation. I then made sure that the power was completely off and then removed the grommets holding the wires together. Now that the old fan is removed, let's crack open the box of the new Hunter fan and see what we got. So in the box it comes with the in-depth instructions, the 2 light bulbs, the remote and the remote receiver. All the necessary hardware, the upper switch housing and the light kit. It also comes with the globe, the 3 blades, the canopy, the ceiling bracket and the motor. First things first, you want to locate the ceiling bracket. So there's two ways of attaching the ceiling bracket. You can either one, attach it to a fan rated outlet box like I'm doing here, using the two screws that we removed earlier, or you can attach it to a structural support using the wood screws provided. You want to make sure that the rubber blocks on top of the ceiling bracket go against the drywall of the ceiling. Once that's done, you want to locate the top housing, note the 3 holes. You want to place the top housing on top of the motor so that the holes in the top housing line up with the holes in the motor housing and the adapter. You then want to attach the two together with the screws provided in the bag with a solid dark black circle. It's now time to mount it to the ceiling bracket. Note the 2 holes at the very top of the top housing. Those 2 holes are where you hook it on to the ceiling plate so then you can wire up the fan without it falling down. Once it's hanging up there, it's now time to tackle the wiring. First, you're going to want to locate the remote receiver and get familiar with the colors of the wires. I began by connecting the 3 white wires, the one white wire coming from the ceiling, the other wire coming from the motor, and then the third wire coming from the remote receiver. I locked the 3 together by twisting on an electrical grommet and then permanently hold together using some electrical tape so it doesn't come apart in the future. I then attached the ungrounded red cable, although in your situation it might be black coming from the ceiling, to the black cable on the remote receiver. Again, locking them together with an electrical grommet. Once they were wired together, I then attached the earth cable coming from the ceiling plate to the earth cable coming out of the ceiling. Again, locking them together with electrical tape and electrical grommet. I attached the blue cable coming from the fan motor to the blue cable coming from the remote receiver. And finally attach the black cable coming from the fan motor to the yellow cable coming from the remote receiver. There's a really in-depth wiring diagram that comes with the fan instructions if this was a bit too much to follow. Once the wires were wired in correctly, I then carefully tucked them inside the motor and then attached the motor to the ceiling bracket through the holes provided in the top housing. The next step was to grab the 3 blades and the hardware provided in the triangle and square bags. I then attached the 3 blades to the motor using 3 screws and 3 washers in each blade. Next, you want to locate the upper switch housing and note the 2 keyhole slots. They are used to help attach it to the motor. On the underside of the motor, there are 3 holes used to attach the upper switch housing. You want to attach 2 screws to those holes. I then fed the wire through the center hole and then wrap the keyhole slots around the screws and twist counterclockwise. Once securely locked into position, I then added the 3rd screw and then screwed all 3 screws up nice and tight. There are similar holes on the underside of the upper switch housing which is used to attach the light kit. I added 2 screws to 2 of those holes and then located the light kit. I connected the cables from the motor to the light kit using the push blocks. I aligned the keyhole slots on the light kit housing with the 2 screws and then tightened the 2 screws up and then added the 3rd and final screw. I then added the bulbs, which turned out to be kind of difficult because my stepladder wouldn't stay still. And then I finally attached the globes by sliding it into place and then twisting it clockwise. I turned the breaker back on and then tested out all the functions using the super cool remote that comes with it. You can obviously turn it on and off by the switch on the wall, but the remote is a super cool added bonus. Now that the simple installation is complete, we can now celebrate by eating our freezies in bed and not worry about them melting. We can also access all the fan settings by the simple remote that the fan comes with, which is pretty awesome as well. I just want to say a big thanks to Hunter Fans for sponsoring this video. And yeah, cheers. So if you've got any comments or questions, don't hesitate to ask me down below. If you like this video, give it a like and a thumbs up. If you want to go see some more day-to-day stuff, go follow me at RadDadBuilds on Instagram. Next week, we are doing the floor, so we're going to be ripping out this dirty old carpet and replacing it with hardwood maple flooring. So you're going to want to make sure you see that one. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Yeah!